In Scrum, we talk a lot about complex product development, and in complex product development, I wouldn't expect there's any repeatable things, but there are a few best practices we can employ when we're using Scrum, just things you just should do, and this should be consistent across all teams, or you might not see very great results using Scrum at all. So let's dive into some of those best practices. We're going to do this in rapid fire succession. We're only going to get about 20 seconds per item, and we've got 10 of them. So let's see if we can do this in 4 minutes or less.
Here we go, rapid fire. Daily Scrum. The word daily means something. Meet every day. It doesn't have to be for long. Matter of fact, it shouldn't be for long. It should be 15 minutes or less. Don't get stuck on problem solving. This should be a quick micro planning meeting. You should be leaving the daily Scrum knowing where you're at with the sprint goal, where everybody else is at and what they're doing. Break.
Definition of done. You got to have one. Pair it up with the idea of quality. If your team doesn't know what a quality standard is for your product or for the organization, settle that right now. I would stop everything you're doing. Make sure you have a clear definition of done.
And your backlogs, I mean, seriously, they need to be prioritized. There's a reason why we have a product owner. It is to maximize value, and the whole point of maximizing value is so we don't do low-value work, or if we do it far later. So making sure that that product backlog is prioritized, is ordered by value, is ordered by something that makes sense to maximize value.
All right, sprint planning. This is crucial to get it right, and it doesn't mean you plan every single task to the nth degree. It means you all get on the same page as on your sprint goal. You get a good idea of the actual items you'll be doing in the sprint, and then you adapt your plan throughout the sprint. So align on the sprint goal and sprint planning.
Make sure you do a sprint review and make sure it is not just a demo. Get your stakeholders on board, get them there and actually collaborate, talk about some business direction for where your product's headed and why, and make sure it is a high value event. Never skip sprint review.
Well, that brings us to sprint retrospectives. So there's a common misconception somehow that product owners shouldn't come to retrospectives. It's a lie. Whatever you read on the internet, look at it with some scrutiny glasses, but your product owner is part of the Scrum team, and the entire Scrum team needs to attend your sprint retrospective to make sure that you are collectively improving the way you work over time.
All right, Scrum teams, they should be cross-functional, and that doesn't just mean having more than one skill set. It means all the skills you need to build a working product are on that team. If you're constantly going outside the team to fill a skills gap, that's going to really hamper your ability to deliver and your adaptability. So make sure you're either growing or adding skills to your team as needed.
Get feedback on your work ASAP. That looks like incremental delivery in some form or another. If you're not getting feedback, you are jeopardizing the value of your product and your ability to do the right thing in the future. So don't wait for sprint review. If you can get feedback sooner, get something out.
All right, and in terms of communication, we need a high degree of transparency. If we all don't know what's going on, we're going to have different interpretations of results. We should know why we're doing what we're doing collectively. We should know what we're doing collectively. We should know how we're going to do it collectively. And the stakeholders should see the results of our work through a transparent, done increment. So transparency throughout, absolutely a best practice.
All right, number 10, continuous improvement. An agile team, a successful Scrum team, has a relentless approach to continuous improvement, always looking at what can be better. The retrospective helps with this, but it's not the only time. Anytime we find a problem, we should be willing to think through how can this be made better and try to experiment with ways to improve. Guys, I think we did it. 10 top Scrum best practices for Scrum teams. Rapid fire.